Hello everyone, it's Old Guardian here. Blizzard just announced Season 8 for Warcraft Rumble. Season 8 is going to start next week, so we're 1 week away from Season 8. And the Season 8 event schedule is going to look much like the event schedule has looked in the past. We're still in this cycle of event and then raid or siege and then event or raid or siege. So we don't get raid or siege together with another event, and the season will begin on August 21st with the Dark Moon Fair. So there's going to be 2 Dark Moon Fairs during the season, 2 Molten Cores, 1 Blingtron and 1 Stormwind Siege. And of course also 1 more week to go of this season. Today, right now, Stormwind Siege has begun, so there's also Stormwind Siege going on right now. But those are the events. What about new content? The new content for Season 8 consists of the Dryad, a new Cenarion troop mini, then a new dungeon, Scholomance, then some grid gadgets that enhance your experience with the grid, and some quality of life improvements. So what are these all about? First of all, we have the Dryad. I was really looking forward to this one. I was kind of hoping that Cenarion would get a cycle mini, because Cenarion minis are quite expensive. Sadly, Dryad is not a cycle mini, but Dryad has one super interesting talent, especially that I'm really excited about, and also Dryad is poisonous, and poison is so good in this game. Note that earning Dryad is a little bit different than usual. It does not come from the war chest. It's actually going to come from the Dark Moon Fair. Dark Moon Fair starts on the very same day as the season begins, so you can get Dryad quite quickly from Dark Moon Fair, but that's a Dark Moon Fair reward. Dryad is ranged, fast, poisonous, and it also roots enemies every time it hits them for 2 seconds. It costs 4 gold. 4 gold is a little bit awkward. Another fairly expensive Cenarion mini. Okay, it deals moderate amount of damage, 175 damage at 1.6 second attack speed, has 370 health, that's a little bit more than a fire hammer, 8 range, which is kind of nice, 2 second root with each attack. Compared to a data mined version of Dryad, this attacks a little bit slower. This was data mined to attack a little bit faster. It had a lot of DPS, now its DPS is slightly lower, but it's still kind of okay, not troll levels anymore. And also 1 talent was reworked, and the reworked talent is the one that I'm most excited about. Because Dryad talents are Barrage, favor new targets when possible, so it attacks the highest health target, so it can try to root one target after another, might be useful in some cases. Nature's Swiftness, this is the reworked talent, grant rapid movement speed to an ally. It cannot be applied to fast minis, cannot be applied to minis that have already been buffed by Dryad. Okay, so you can make something like Gargoyle faster, Abomination faster. This is the one that I really look forward to. That's going to be awesome. And then Taunts, gain taunts on a kill, dealing damage back to melee attackers, stacks 10 times. So the idea here that Dryad would be a little bit better at trading favorably, or 1-to-1 at least, against some of the melee attackers. But overall, I'm not too excited about that one. Nature's Swiftness, that's where I put my money. That's going to be the best talent. I'm quite confident. In addition to Dryad, we also have the Scholomance Dungeon coming. Scholomance Dungeon is going to be first available on 25th August until 31st August, and that's going to be with Cenarion family. And from there, Scholomance is going to appear every 5 weeks in the usual rotation, so we're going to go through all families in Scholomance over the next few months. We're also going to get some more control over the grid with grid gadgets. There's going to be a rare O-Matic that's going to enable you to buy 1 mini from the grid in direct rare form. So if it's offered to you as common or as uncommon, you put rare O-Matic on your grid and it's going to be changed into rare form. It does not get further discounts. It's the same as a direct rare appearing on the grid, but that's going to give you so much more control. For newer players, you can get the rare mini that you want. For more established players, you already maybe have an epic mini or you're working towards epic, and that's going to get you 14 stars, so that 25 stars towards epic or legendary is really a lot, and this is going to help so much. You won't be getting many of these though, because it's going to be earned from the second boss in Siege, so unless there are more ways to earn this in the future, then that means that you're just going to get 1 per month. Then there's also going to be another one of these, Tinker's Gem, which is going to give extra XP, and that's going to come from the Dark Moon Fair. So you will use them with the gadgets button, you will place them on the grid when there's the minis that you want to apply them to, and then just buy a mini and it gets the bonus. Only 1 mini though, so even though this upgrade now highlights those 3 minis, but once you buy one of them, then the upgrade is going to go away. It's not reusable. And finally, there are some quality of life improvements, and the most important of which I believe are these 3. So first of all, daily free gift XP has been increased. I haven't seen yet how much, but okay. it did feel a little bit weak for more established players. We're going to have to figure out how much XP we're actually going to get, but okay, more XP, that's nice. Valor upgrades are going to show all options, so no more re-rolling your slots in order to be able to get the Valor upgrade that you want. You will be able to get the Valor upgrade exactly where you want it. That's really nice. And also, minis that are at max star points will appear in the grid less often. So this is going to benefit players who are really, really deep into the game, have minis at max stars, and now previously when they bought those minis from the grid, they got a bunch of arc energy, but that was at a pretty poor conversion rate. Now you will be able to get stars more reliably on minis that you have not maxed yet. So wonderful change for people who are really deep into this game. So overall, I mean, new mini, new dungeon, some new control over grid, bunch of good quality of life improvements. Doesn't sound too bad. Obviously, people are asking, is this enough? Because now with Scholomance coming, we have reached the end of content that Blizzard revealed last year at BlizzCon. Yeah, it took them all the way to here to get all the content out that they revealed at BlizzCon. Although, to be fair, we have also received a bunch of content that was not revealed at BlizzCon. Siege of Stormwind, Darkmoon Fair, Blinter's Bounty, Cenarion Family. So Blizzard is also able to deliver stuff that they did not reveal back then. But now we have reached the end of everything that was revealed and that was known. And Season 8 is a fairly low content season, because a new dungeon, okay, like a new dungeon is nice, and they kind of had to get a new dungeon out here with the new family, because otherwise we were going in the position where every family would alternate between two dungeons. There would not be a natural rotation of dungeons and families anymore with the specific number of dungeon families in the game. So they kind of needed that in order to get the rotation sorted. But yeah, there's some new content with the dungeon, with the mini, but not a whole lot. It is the 4th season in a row that Rumble gets new content, because first we had like 3 seasons of nothing, if you don't count even the first season. Maybe you should count even the first season, because there wasn't really anything new compared to soft launch from the first season either. So that's like 4 seasons in a row that we had nothing. Now we have 4 seasons in a row that we have got something. And the big question obviously is Blizzard going to keep this up? Because now that Rumble is a little bit more established, they would have to keep delivering new content every single season. Season is 6 weeks. 6 weeks is still a long time for a mobile game to have a content cap. So they definitely need new stuff every season. And we're going to find out in early October, maybe sometime in September when they announce things for Season 9, whether they can keep this up. But they definitely need to keep providing content, and this should be one of the lower ends of content if they really want Rumble to succeed. But hey, Season 8 looking okay, nothing too spectacular, but a bunch of okay things, bunch of nice things, some new content. Still really looking forward to Season 9, but before that, really looking forward to playing with some Dryads and making some fast gargoyles and abominations and stuff, because that's going to be awesome. Thank you for watching. Click like and subscribe if you enjoyed this, and a special thanks to all of my Patreon supporters, YouTube members and Twitch subscribers who make all of these videos possible.